Hello everyone and happy Halloween. This is Andreas from Nordic Tarot. I'm bringing you a love reading for the month of November, and as the readings are general and trying to cover as many people as possible, there won't be a message for everyone. And I sincerely hope that there is a message for you, but kind of by design it's not possible for there to be one for everyone watching. And if you'd like more information about how to contact me for personal reading or what decks I use, you'll find all of that in the description box below. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. This time your underlying energy is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is someone of an air energy, but because it's the underlying energy, it's also very personal to you. So if this is someone else, it has to be someone who's very involved in you and your energies and in your life. Someone who's very intricately woven into what's going on. So I will say that most likely this is you. But who is the King of Swords? The King of Swords is someone who is, like I said, possibly of an air energy, or someone who is like embodying those kind of energies at the moment. And he is very level-headed, he is clear on what he wants, he's clear on his truth, he is a great advisor, he has a lot of answers, and things are just like very clear with this guy around. And of course air energies in general are very good at detaching from something and looking at things objectively as well, so maybe that's something you're feeling that you can do. But at the problem circumstance, or the heart of the reading, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a stable new beginning, or the potential of a stable new beginning. And I am of a mind that, as far as beginning a new relationship, for example, then the Ace of Pentacles offers a lot more longevity and stability as opposed to the Ace of Cups, for example. With the Ace of Cups, it's like new love or the beginnings of new emotions and feeling very strongly about something and that kind of new beginning. Then the Ace of Pentacles can be the same thing but with more stability and longevity. Of course the Ace of Pentacles can also be about, work or stuff like that, but since this is a love reading, I don't really think it is that. But what the Ace of Pentacles is then crossed by is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is a soulmate card, straight off the bat, soulmates. And it's a card that is like us looking back at the past. It can be that someone is coming back from the past, so maybe this is someone you've dealt with before, maybe this is someone you've known for a while, and maybe you haven't been around each other or hung out or anything, so they are now resurfacing and kind of coming back. The Six of Cups is also a card that speaks of nostalgia. It's like looking back at memories fondly, and the only thing that is like, I guess, kind of a warning is that sometimes we can look back at things with rose-tinted glasses and kind of see them as being better, kind of see the memories as being better as they actually were, or the memories of the events, we see it as better as it actually was. So that's the only kind of warning, like the thin line between nostalgia and like the rose-tinted variety. And when you do get the Six of Cups in a reading, because it is about the past and, maybe someone coming back from the past, then we do look at the past energy, even if we've already been through that. I mean, in this case, we'll move directly to the past energy, and we'll, there we find the Star, which is about healing, it's about hoping, it's about like wishing, hopefulness. And the Star can be a card that is speaking of manifestation because of the hopefulness and the wishing, and it's also this, I guess there's a slight, there's a slight faith element to it as well. I guess you can chalk that up as being the hopefulness of, like, this is the card of Aquarius, the water bearer, and it's about this woman in the card coming to this pond or lake and pouring all her water into it and kind of trusting or hoping that when she comes back, that there will be water for her to take from when she is in need of it. So in the past here, you do have this hopefulness and this wishing, and you might have been manifesting, and as well as healing, that maybe there was something in the past that you wanted to heal from. I'm not necessarily sure it had anything to do or much to do with healing because of the Six of Cups being in this reading as well, because this is something you would have looked back fondly on. But the next card and the next energy is the present energy of the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups it's a card of celebration. It's a card of spending time with friends and family and, other loved ones. It's coming together as a community. It can be very communal sometimes. And, it can be that you're spending a lot of time with friends and family and other loved ones, or maybe this is where you meet someone. Maybe you meet someone in a group of friends. And it can just be this, there's some general, jubilation, celebration currently with the Three of Cups. That maybe this Ace of Pentacles have, come up, and that's what you're celebrating, and you're sharing that with friends and family. And then what that kind of leads into with the future energy is the Page of Pentacles, which is the offer of a stable new beginning. So maybe this person coming back from the past, maybe they haven't arrived yet. Maybe that is what the Page of Pentacles is in the future. And that's how the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles are, connected, right? And the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles can be two different kinds of beginnings. They are not the same event, if you understand what I mean. If that makes sense. Maybe you are having this potential for a stable new beginning currently with the Ace of Pentacles, and you're feeling this, the stability and everything of the Ace of Pentacles currently, and the Three of Cups here, celebrating and all these kind of things. But then this then is connected with the Six of Cups in such a way that the person that might be coming back from the past then is in the future with the Page of Pentacles. It might even be that you currently have this Ace of Pentacles, and in the future there will be someone from the past that comes back, and you have this to offer. Maybe you are the Page of Pentacles, or maybe you are making the offer. And I know it might seem like I'm rushing through this reading. Honestly, this reading is really good. You have some excellent cards. I know we're getting to the Tower. I know that might look super awfully frightening, right? But overall, this reading is really good. And the only problem when you get a really good reading is that there's not that much to say about it, honestly. It's a really good reading. Things are looking great. What else do you want me to say? But, if we continue with the crowning energy of the Knight of Pentacles, this is the crowning energy. This is kind of the advice, right? And the Knight of Pentacles, out of all the Knights, and all the Knights are about movement. It's about moving and moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest. And, they go from the slowest to the fastest, right? So it's the Knight of Pentacles being the slowest, and the Knight of Cups being the next step, and then the Knight of Wands, and then finally the fastest one being the Knight of Swords. And the reason the Knight of Pentacles is so slow is not because they are lazy or aren't fun or anything like that. That's not why they move slowly. They move slowly because they are meticulous, because they look at all the details, they follow the plan, they take one step, make sure everything's alright, and then take another step. And I feel like this is kind of what the cards are advising you to do, that be very diligent and make sure everything's as it should be, and then you can move on. There's no need to rush this. It's happening, it's here, all these energies are here, and the rushing is not necessary. It's not the Knight of Swords, or even the Knight of Wands. It's not just throwing yourself into something. It's taking everything easy, taking it one step at a time, and in a very confident kind of way. Now, in your feelings, you do have the Tower, and I know that some people get very worried about the Tower, because it looks quite grim looking at it. I mean, this Tower is getting absolutely destroyed, but what the Tower essentially means, it's sudden, unexpected change. And that can be winning the lottery. It does not necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's neutral. In its essence, the Tower is neutral, right? Where it's sudden, unexpected change that we just don't see it coming. And sometimes it can be the universe kind of pushing us in a direction because it's something we haven't been wanting to look at or deal with. And the universe, sorry, just says, well, too bad, because I'm going to make that happen. And I did clarify the tower because I felt like I owed that to you. With all the other cards looking really fantastic, then the tower kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, right? And I clarified it with the Fool, which is a new beginning. This is like a leap of faith, taking a chance. And there's always this like level of excitement I feel with the Fool. Like they're ready to go, they're raring to go. They just want to get out there in a new adventure and a new beginning in something. So I don't feel like this tower energy is something that's bad at all. I just feel like you were maybe taken aback a little bit by just how sudden everything was. You were all of a sudden so ready to like just get out there and do something and start this new adventure. So I feel like the tower, that's not something that you have to worry about or anything. Like, it doesn't feel like that at all to me. And in the next placement, the outside influence, you do have the Two of Cups, which is your second soulmate card in this reading. And this is two people coming together that feel the same way about something. And, you know, in a work reading, that can be that you have some, like a partner at work, and you're working on a project and, you know, very much feel the same way about it, and that really makes things work for you. But in a love reading, this is a soulmate card, and this can very much speak of a relationship, right? And it's this new beginning kind of thing. So it makes sense with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles and the even the Tower. The thing with the outside influence placement is that this is something that's influencing the energies in the reading currently, but it's not necessarily something we've noticed yet. Which then makes sense with the Six of Cups is if this is someone who hasn't arrived yet. If this is something that's yet to happen, then it being in the Two of Cups... then this being in the outside influence placement makes a lot of sense. And in your hopes and fears, you do have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands can be a lot of different things. It can be petty squabbles and like drama. It can be inner turmoil. It can be like competition, friendly or otherwise. But it can also be about things, instead of things looking like huge insurmountable problems, they are just kind of hurdles. Like, oh, well, I'm going to get over this. Like, I'm going to be able to do it. It might take a lot of effort. It might be difficult, but I can do it. Like, it's that kind of confidence. And I kind of feel like it's the same kind of confidence that the King of Swords and the Fool has. Like, where they're like, well, I'm going to be able to take this on. And honestly, speaking of confidence, in your outcome, you have the Emperor. Probably the most confident of all the cards. It's like my way or the highway. He's in control, he knows what he's doing, he doesn't need to take advice from someone else, or like he doesn't need anyone else's input because they know what they're doing. They are so sure of themselves, and it just kind of feels like everything just falls into place, right? And then you have the Emperor sitting there on his throne, like controlling everything and being in control and not feeling like he's spiraling out of control at all. Now we come to your first Oracle card from the Oracle of E, which is number 7, Leaping in Love. Romeo and Juliet, Bogey and Bacall, they've got nothing on you. It's romance time, whether it's a new partner or falling more deeply in love with your own rock star life. Become besotted with your dream. Act as if it has already happened. Everything, as they say, is coming up roses, only this time without the thorns. So I feel like that speaks to, like, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Tower with the Fool, the Three of Cups, the Emperor. Like, things are just kind of falling in place for you right now, Pisces, it seems, and you have so many energies here, like, helping you out, and that you can make such, like, amazing work with. And I think you have, like, a double Emperor energy in here, because the next Oracle card you have from Wisdom of the Oracle is number 48, Poised. And the essential meanings are being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, confidence. That again makes me think of the Emperor, like there's a bit of Knight of Pentacles in there as well, with just like doing all the work. And I just feel like you have some very confident cards in your reading, and that you do have you have a bunch of support from the Three of Cups. but you can still do it yourself with the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor. Like, honestly, those two would probably want to do it themselves. They don't want any help. And likewise with the King of Swords. Like, the King of Swords might be open to listen to what you have to say, which the Emperor is not very interested in. But I just feel like everything's kind of falling into place for you. And like I said, I understand if the tower looks really nasty and scary, but then again, it was clarified by the Fool, so there is this new beginning and this, like, leap of faith and excitement. And once again, I want to apologize that, like, your reading is a bit shorter, and honestly, it's just because your reading's really good, and I hope it resonates with as many people as possible. And I hope just things really work out for you. I'm really hyped up right now. I'm really excited for you. So, good luck. So there we are. That was your reading for November. The energies were pretty tough in some regards this time around. I did my best with all of your readings, but sometimes it just doesn't come together without a struggle, Before I go, I'd like to wish you a happy Halloween once again, and remind you that if you want to contact me about a personal reading or check out the decks I use, the information is in the description box below. I'd also like to thank all of you for watching and supporting me. I do read all your comments and reply to as many as I'm able to. Once again, thank you and happy Halloween.